Alrighty, hey everybody. If you caught the VOD from yesterday, we're doing the Sonic murder mystery on a train for Amy's birthday, and we are sidled up with Tails. We are playing as a little red fox named Ash, and yeah, we're on our way to the library. We just got done interrogating Knuckles. He had lost to Vector on this Super Monkey Ball arcade game and smashed the machine to smithereens, and we got some other helpful information from him. Rouge was looking for something around here. Shadow was locking doors like an edgelord for some reason. So we're gonna head to the library and see what we can find there. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Ash! Coming! All right, up and away. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. All right, here we are in the library car. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm headed out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet? Want to join us in finding clues? Let's try that one. Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic, I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. I bet it was her. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt my birthday? You doubt the birthday girl? She's got that fancy key, Vector. The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Amy must be hasty, but she's thorough. Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. Whoa! I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things go well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there's a murder. Well, I mean, beside that. Besides murder? My social skills are non-existent. I'm Vector the Butcher, I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio the Poet. Poetry. A resonant message from a poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with a mighty rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure, Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La la la, dee dee dee. What was that? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Ash and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leaving the dining car? Oh, sure. It's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked up picked a book off the shelf, and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search in the saloon car. Then she came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library door to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up on Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he's meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckle locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered. Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. The little Chow poster. That's so cute. Alright, we got the hand and a globe. Espio, books, more books strewn about the floor. We got a bookshelf here. Anything up here? Chaos Cola! Check out our book club! Book of the month, Gone Gale. Alright. Check out this chow. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below says, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. You need confidence from a poster, Tails? This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? The hand again. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing, they're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Yes, that is Tails. That is absolutely Tails. That is the one thing I give this game really big credit for, is they're so on pitch for the characters and who they are. Tails feels empathy for literally everything. Oh, another clean trash can. Something's always hidden in the trash can. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing there. Ah, I really thought there'd be something. Ash, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm okay. I just once want things to be in the trash can. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash can we find. You really think so? Yeah, we gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. There's always secrets in the trash can. Ash, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? All right, we got the globe here. The globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Alright, we got the locked door. It's gonna be locked. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. And the book. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, it's Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. And the brochures. Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Ash, look at this. There's a couple of maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map added to your inventory. Should I take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there are stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Alright, I think that's it. Do you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before I got on the train. You actually tried bringing a knife on the train? I am a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, you'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Why don't you look around for more stuff first? Okay. Nothing like cold cuts for a cold case. Let me know if you need anything, any good butchering. Okay. So we can't move forward yet. Either way, we should get back to the investigation. Let's talk to Espio. Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? You know what? Let's do trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. A window shows the ocean. Oh wait, that's my lotion. Thanks. I actually really like that one. So did I. There's gotta be more. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, yes, the bookshelf. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. All right, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitingly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. It's the user guide for the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage manual added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find what really happened. Let's start with Espio. Fancy a poem? No, let's start the interrogation. So the two of you don't believe... Oh, so the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Ash and I were here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. Okay. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we're instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine and the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered from Knuckles. That brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading. But were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio started reading, he doesn't stop till he's done. We've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let him ad-lib. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Ash, could you help me out? All right, What book do you think Espio may have been reading? The only book we picked up. This manual. A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh, wrong button. Yes, grasping straws. Oh, well damn. Shit. These little mini games are getting difficult. I'm not what you would call a video game pro. There we go. I just had to lock in. Give me your mind bulb. Mind bulb! There are books scattered around the floor for sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order, except for this. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked up the manual and put it back on the incorrect shelf. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have any insult in my bell like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Ash, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Let's go with 97. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can detect weapons or explosives being brought onto a train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Ash, hit him with another one. Okay, what page do I choose? Let's go with 231. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Ash. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3. Alright, pick a page. Go with 402. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. Remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. And now, do I pass your little test? Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit sussy, even if true. Sussy but true. But he answered all my questions so calmly, that's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard but substantiate despite being the truth. Whew. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can't. Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Any questions? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Ash? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Ash, think. What piece of evidence? Brochure. An overhead map of the layout of the library shelves. Yep. Not sure what you're trying to say. With that, don't waste my time. Not sure that's right, Ash. What evidence do we have to show someone else should have seen? Oh, the lock. Stupid. Giant brain fart on my part. Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Ash. Let's get our argument together. Oh, good lord. Oh, fuck. There we go. Mind bulb! Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car where he set the original high score for the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. Ayo, oh. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, I was a simple slip-up. I was just, fully immersed in my manual book. In the book that, that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Ash. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me, Doc. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book. I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death. So I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something. I don't see it. Was Espio simply reading, or did he somehow vanish and not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Ooh. Let's back up Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Oh god. It's my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul get sued. Jesus. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Here, the library map. All right, now let's get my thoughts in order. You have to like lock in to get the mind bulbs. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another. It's a straight path. If Shadow walked this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you'll have to point it out exactly. Okay, I see it. Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? Right here. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. And second it, when I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because of a bookshelf is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense. Why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all of our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Alright. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give him heck. If you need any meat chopped, say the word. Chopping up that meat. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock, tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Ash. Let's see what's next. Coming! Alrighty. You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books for a little longer? Just one more look around. You can never spend too much time in a library. I think we're actually going to put another little pin in this, so I can drink a little water and let my poor throat heal a little. If you're enjoying this and watching the VOD on YouTube, hey YouTube, I play this and other silly games on Friday for free play follower Fridays. And I also do a whole bunch of other gaming 5 days a week over on my Twitch. If you want to see it, over at twitch.tv/bogwishsophie. We'd love to have you in chat and hanging out while I'm being super ridiculous, doing silly voices that all kind of meld in one another. We'd love to have you. But yeah, we'll have the next part of this out tomorrow, and I hope to see you all there.